Hello and welcome to a new video. So, I know it's been a few days and I haven't been writing any fanfiction in these past few days, but we got everything figured out and I'm very glad. So, how's everyone doing? And how was everyone's last few days? So, I think today's book, it's about Crucified and Scarface. So, let's get started without further ado. So, Anonymous asks, to be honest, Crucified and Scarface have vibes. They would fight over someone afraid they never find someone that truly accepts them ever again. And maybe I'm implying another poly relationship. Yeah? So, Crucified and Scarface had met some time ago and got along well enough. The two would come to Earth in an attempt to find some time away from the other Yauchas. Needed to mentally rest after their trauma. Little did they know, is they would get very little rest here. It was their second night there when they spotted their first human. A small group of them were walking into the woods when they suddenly turned on the smallest, throwing them into a large creek before running away laughing. Crucified was furious. He could feel his blood boiling in his veins as he desperately wanted to hunt down these traitors and teach them what happens to those who turn against their own. But the soft cries of the abandoned human tugged on his heartstrings, pulling him down from the trees to their side. Okay. No. That better? No. Sorry about the scratchiness of my voice. Scarface knew Crucified was up to something when he didn't return as quickly as he normally did. Traveling out into the forest, he quickly found him comforting a small and soaking wet human that was crying his eyes out. Slowly walking out, Scarface joined them as Crucified explained what he had witnessed and how they couldn't possibly leave this poor, defenseless human all alone. Scarface sighed, knowing there was no way he could convince Crucified not to help the human when he was already emotionally attached to the thing. Crucified carried the small human back to the ship, where she was able to get it some dry clothes. Extremely oversized, and offered food and water. It was all too soon when Scarface said it was time to go home. He would have argued with the older Yaucha, but he knew there was no way he could keep the human when it had a family. Skip ahead a few hours, and you are safely back in your home, in an alien's clothes, and you were a little heartbroken at losing your old friends, but now you had two alien best friends. So, as you had intently assumed that that them helping you was a one-time thing, until you walked downstairs the next morning and Crucified is standing in your kitchen drinking your Sprite through a straw. Scarface was thankfully not sitting on your kitchen counter. Instead, he was sitting on the left seat reading a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. You had on the coffee table. This became a normal occurrence for you, to have them randomly show up at your house. To have them randomly show up as your house was now a second home to them. You all became extremely close to each other, to the point where you all just unassumingly agreed you were all together. but it was never verbally spoken. It was just one day, Cruci would kiss your forehead and pull you onto his and Scarface's lap, and you all just accepted this newfound relationship. Once they found out you were okay with them touching and holding you, you will never sit on a normal surface again. You cannot remember the last time is you just sat on the couch as Scarface and Cruci is always pulling you. You cannot remember the last time you just sat on the couch as Scarface or Cruci is always pulling you in their laps or asking you to snuggle with them. Cruci and Scarface are both really good at cooking, but they don't understand the human stomachs are smaller, and Scarface always makes his food spicy, so you and Cruci can never eat it without a gallon of milk. It's not that you can't handle spicy food, it's just he makes it face melting hot, and you are not a fan. I like to imagine at some point into your relationship, those asshole friends from before will show up to your house thinking that you had just forgotten what they had done to you. So you were upstairs taking a shower with Scarface when the doorbell rang. Cruci, peeking out the peephole, was immediately enraged, though instead of throwing open the door and cracking skulls, like he so dearly wanted to, he did something that the others two couldn't yell at him for. He accidentally let the dogs out, so they chased the fuck-ups all the way back to their cars and out of the driveway. The dogs got an extra helping of leftovers that night, as well as some much-deserved belly rubs. Scarface and you would share worried and confused glares, before agreeing it was better to just let Cruci have his weird hobbies. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention, since none of you guys can have kids together, you all adopted dogs, so each of you had one. Cruci got a German Shepherd, Scarface got a Tibian, Mastiff, and you got whatever you want. Thank you for watching, and I'm very sorry if I mispronounced anything. And I'm very sorry about my voice. My voice is very scratchy today. But I do hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.